I'm Sam, I'm Emily Ketchen, and we're here with
Meredith.
And today we're baking a
chocolate cake.
So, okay, the recipe calls for 2 cups of white sugar, 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 3/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder,
soda. Oh, I'm messing up. Just keep going. Just keep going.
1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 large eggs, 1 cup of milk, half a cup of vegetable oil, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 1 cup of boiling water. Step 1 is to gather all ingredients, which we did. They're all here, you gotta trust. And you have to preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit.
Okay, so we're gonna do 2 cups of white sugar.
Then we need 1 3/4 of a cup of flour.
You need 3/4 cups of cocoa powder.
One teaspoon of salt.
We're eyeballing this one.
Because you need to eyeball salt. That was not a teaspoon.
Yes, it was.
1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. Oh my gosh, I got this messed up, y'all. Okay. And the half a teaspoon. And then it calls for 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now you stir all your dry ingredients together.
Only the
We're
dry
using a whisk.
ingredients, fam.
Yeah, only the dry.
I feel like the whisk like goes.
And then the whisk like makes the ingredients like brush through it, right?
It combines them better.
It does. Whereas a spoon, like a wooden spoon, would just hunk them together, and you don't want that. Now, if you look at it, it's all nice and uniform. We crack 2 eggs. 1. 2. And then wash your hands right after, because eggs are dirty.
Okay, and then you need 1 cup of milk. Or maybe 1 1/4 if Samara's pouring. Then you need 1/2 cup of pure vegetable oil.
She's not letting me pour anymore.
I'm not.
She's yelling at me off camera.
I didn't. My co-host here might be out of a job, but yeah, 1/2 cup.
And then you add a cup of boiling water.
This is what it's gonna look like before you mix it.
Yes.
Womp womp. Okay, and then now you mix.
For 2 minutes.
All right, and this is what it looks like when you're done mixing. It's gonna be quite watery. Yep.
You now dump it into a sprayed pan. Again, it'll be quite watery. Okay, you can cut it. You then put this into the oven for 30 to 35 minutes, or until a toothpick comes out clean. Yippee! Okay, you're gonna put on your oven mitts.
Because protection is important.
Yep. And then you're gonna take out your fully cooked cake from the oven. Doesn't that look delicious?
And then you're gonna let it cool until it is completely cooled, so then you can frost it.
And it's recommended that you take it out of the pan after 10 minutes and let it cool in a rack so that it cools even faster. Hey y'all, it's night now. The cake has had time to fully cool. Unfortunately, there was a there's 3 technical difficulties. I recorded this video, didn't have sound. But our cake, when it came out of the oven, it split in half. But that was no biggie. So we used chocolate fudge frosting. And Meredith taught me that if you put it in the microwave for like 10 seconds, it comes out nice and smooth and easy to spread. And it does. It's like not liquid, but it's not hard either. we took it and we used about the whole container and put it on the cake. This is kind of what it should look like when it's done. When you've baked it, you can just take it out, let it cool for like 10 minutes, and then put it on a cooling rack like this, so that air can get to it on all sides and it cools faster. I put it back in this pan because we're bringing it to school, but otherwise you can store it however you want. A lot of people do 2 tiers of their cake and they just put the frosting in between and then they put a new one on top. In that case, they normally frost it all around as well. We didn't. And then, yeah, we used store-bought frosting. All worked out well. And yeah. Aside from the cake ripping, it seemed to really go well. Chocolate cake. Yippee. Chocolate cake. Yippee.